up, Transformer Ninja? Gageo here with a Transformer review. I haven't done one in a while, mostly because I've been trying to look for a job, and I figured, well, since I just put out a crap load of applications and my resume, there's really not much I can do until I just keep thinking of more ideas. So, time for review time. Review time. Today I got Autobot Whirl, one of the triple changers that is part of the Human Alliance Basic series. I don't know about that guy though. I don't really care though right now, because as far as the Human Alliance, I mean, they're these little, all those, don't care. They're awesome. I love them. They're great. Because you know, Witwicky and a Major and another Witwicky and a Cobra Commander, and yeah, all the little tiny action figures really cool. I mean, if you have a masterpiece, you can really, you know, whatever with the size. It's pretty badass. But this guy here, he's pretty cool. I like him. Out of the triple changers, he's like my second favorite, because Backfire is still kind of my favorite, because Backfire turns into a cannon. So does this guy. And he doesn't have really bad modes. This mode is not really that. It's pretty cool. I like this kind of gyro helicopter single person unit thing going on here. It's pretty cool. It's kind of just a single helicopter. It doesn't have a windshield. It's the only bad part. It's got a little hole you can look out of. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty nice. Transformation's kind of weird with the legs and the crotch area as far as the piece that swivels around. But I mean, other than that, let's get him transformed. Let's get this guy out of here. He doesn't need to be in there. Basically, just having these is kind of pointless. I mean, it's kind of cool as far as like playability goes. I mean, making sure the kids got something else to get with their $10 action figure. But these triple changers really got a lot of nice detail on them, and so on and so on and blah blah blah. Stuff that you guys probably already know here, or at least just get the point. You get the point. So I'm gonna tuck all that crap in. Well, I suppose I need to flip this down. Like that. And then just take these off. And we'll fold up his rotors, and they all connect at the ends, so it's kind of like a four-way little cross-connecting pattern that actually interlocks them all together, and it looks really cool. And that will eventually form the gun barrel. So yeah. But I'm going to transform him into robot first. Why not? I'm going to fold that back and take this. These are kind of futzy because the pin joint in the shin is really tight, but the ball joint's loose, so the feet always like to come off. It's got little skis. Yeah. Alright, this is all floppy now. There we go. There we go. Now he's... I was like, why isn't that working? Fold that down, fold that. There we go. Wow. One piece, see? I love this. One piece doesn't fit, none of it works. Otherwise, you gotta get all the pieces in the correct formation. Spin his visor around. Try to bring his head up just a little bit. Arms come down. You can rotate them however you like, if you want them like that. Or if you want them down to the side like that, doesn't matter. And then obviously you can, you know, reapply the guns. I like to put them on his arms, just because he's got these pegs sticking out that are perfect to fit them on there. And that actually is really nice, that they figured out a way to incorporate his weapons onto his hands without having to mess about. Now you can have the rotor blades in the back like that, so that it's sticking all the way back. So when you stand them up on your shelf, it doesn't look that bad. But when you start turning it to the side, it's like a big black thing sticking off the back of them, and we don't like that. Well, I'm not too fond of it myself. I'd rather have his ridiculously large rotor blades sticking out like this, and that just makes him look far more badass. Now he does have the light piping in the back of his head. I don't know if I can really get it. I don't have my little tiny light. Oh well. But he does have good light piping up in the visor area. It's a nice dark blue, so it does get really good. And for some reason, he's got this crappy... I mean, it's not like it's crappy to me, But he's got this weird snow cap fucking feel to him, and it's really bad. Like Cyclonus slash snow cap energon type robot. He's got the skis and crap, but he doesn't yodel, so I suppose that's pretty good. But yeah, paint him white and purple and see what you think. Anyway, his guns, obviously it's pretty nice. I mean, I like it. As far as him turning into a gun, like I said, if you've seen the Backfire review, if you haven't, go check it out if you want. But if you haven't seen it, I mentioned that these large, almost deluxe size Human Alliance figures that you get, the basic ones, they're really heavy. I mean, they're bulky, and they aren't like crappily made. They're a lot heavier than your standard MechTech gun, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. So like the only people that can really hold these as weapons are like leader classes, because they have ratcheting joints as far as the shoulder rotation goes, and maybe Ultimate Optimus Prime. I have put him on Ultimate Optimus Prime. He doesn't hold him in his hand, but you can mount him on his shoulder and make it look like he's holding it with his hand. And I might show you that at the end of the video too. But since I'm talking about his alternate mode, let's go to that. It's basically like transforming him back into a helicopter, except you kind of don't do it the same way. So you put this back like this. You pull his shoulders back like you would be transforming him, so rotate them so that they join together for the pin in the back, and then so, like so. Now, what you want to do is you want to fold up, here, bring this out, fold up his knees and legs so that they are once again like an airplane, wow, helicopter. Well, I suppose you could say an airplane, because airplanes have fucking floaties on them, have pontoons, and then now this is where you do the weird stuff. You flip the gun like that, and make sure you rotate this piece out first, because if you don't, it just makes a mess. So go like that, make sure that's like that. So then you kind of got a gun like this, very Star Wars looking, and then you just kind of like fold the whole part, this whole thing out like this. It's kind of like back, and then like that, and then like that. Now you're supposed to have your little Human Alliance guy right in there, and I usually don't do that. But this is his gun mode. And oops, I forgot. You want to fold the skis kind of like this. You want to kind of rotate his legs so the skis are kind of like this on the gun. I want to make sure it looks like that. Not too bad. I like it. Looks pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like a weird laser repulsor weapon, so it's kind of nice. But what I like to do is you can do this. Then he actually has a means to like kind of be displayed in that mode, but the rotor in the back doesn't allow that. So you can actually fold it all the way, and it doesn't tuck behind the gun, unfortunately, but it does rotate up far enough so that it compacts down to that. So that, I mean, it displays it with the arms down, like, like I had it. But the best way to really have it is like this, and you can attach these however. I mean, they can even go underneath it, like so. So when you have your Ultimate Optimus Prime mounted on his shoulder or wing, or you got a leader or something that can hold the 5mm peg, you can give him like a gun like this. Really cool. As far as the G-Spec goes, let's go and try something different here. Now I like to usually show you a chart with a bunch of cool stuff on it. But I'll just go through it without having to show you the chart, and then maybe I'll be able to display some of the things that I'm looking about. And basically paint apps. As far as paint apps goes, I love paint apps on this robot. And as far as the alternative modes go, like the 3 modes that it does have, robot mode, vehicle mode, and weapon mode, I like 2 out of the 3. Obviously weapon mode is not exactly my favorite because it just looks like a big thing, and it does swivel really poorly on this really loose swivel joint, and that does kind of affect how it does get held, because if a robot's holding it straight out, it might tend to go down. I mean, if it was held perfectly straight, then it's perfectly fine, obviously. And I'd like to get on to, as far as Persona goes, Whirl, not really known of, but as far as this robot goes, it looks really nice. It gets a good Autobot feel. It feels like a good guy. And like, he comes with some accessories. Like I said, he comes with his little mech. He comes with his little clip system, not mech tech, but clip system. Gatling guns. So those are cool. You can put them on anything, and then they come with clips on the side too, so you can put something else there and make it look absolutely ridiculous. And then he also comes with Captain Farty Pants in the flesh. So that's really nice. I mean, an all-around good toy. I definitely recommend this toy for my ninjas as far as the G-Spec goes. And let me see, something negative, because I've been saying too many good things. Well, like I said, the negative is the handle for the gun is really swivelly, and then the overall bulk of this gun kind of complements it as a gun-style weapon, not so much a robot, and not so much a helicopter turned into a pile of scrap, but it does kind of look menacing in a weapon stance. So I'll get to that. This is Gajo with a review of the basic Human Alliance figure Autobot Whirl. I don't remember the guy's name that comes with him, but I'm pretty sure when you see him in the store, you'll know because it says on the package. So this is Gajo signing out. I'll get you at the close-ups. Peace.